Good morning, everyone. Hope you're all doing well this Wednesday morning. Thank you very much for joining us today. Josh Treecarton and myself, TJ Jones. Josh will be presenting today's webinar on social media tips and tricks. So some very helpful information to help you kind of bolster your business via social media. Some very helpful things. Without further delay, I will get into just some of our intro slides. If you have any questions at the end of these first several slides, please don't hesitate to enter those questions, and I will move quickly so Josh can get on to some good information that he's going to share with you. Again, for those just joining, welcome, and here we go. First thing that I want to highlight is our new producer bonus. So for those agents and producers that are just joining us, and in their first 6 months of contracting, you would qualify for any one of the three bonus levels. As you can see, $100,000, and that's $100,000 in annuity premium, single premium life premium, or a combination of both, would qualify for a $750 cash bonus, 2-year subscription to a website, newsletter service, or the latest generation iPad. If you want to forego that, shoot for the $300,000 premium level in your first 180 days with us. You would get a full Social Security program, 3,000-piece postcard mailing, or $2,000 in matching marketing money to promote your business, or $1,500 Visa gift card. And if you want to forego those two levels and shoot for the stars, reach that $500,000 premium in 6 months, you would qualify for either a 5,000-piece mailing and seminar coaching with one of our top producers, Matt Gill, or 4,000-piece mailing and seminar coaching with another one of our great producers, Mr. Dave Pimper, or one of my personal favorites, a Ritz-Carlton travel rewards getaway. So again, for those newly contracted with us, you qualify for the bonus here in your first 180 days. Moving on to our 2018 Top Producers Escape that will be held February 25th through the 28th in Scottsdale, Arizona, at the beautiful Boulders Resort and Spa. You can qualify for that trip with any combination of the amounts that you see there down at the bottom of the screen. Qualification period for that trip is July 1st, 2016 through the end of this year, December 31st of 2017. So would love to see many of you at that Top Producers Escape. We've got quite a few producers that have already qualified or are well on their way. You could be one of them. And I won't steal, much thunder from Josh, as he will, I'm sure, touch on some of the services that the creative team can provide. But if you just take a quick glance here at this slide, really from soup to nuts, from your basic marketing, logo development, business cards, stationery, anything of those nature, onto television and radio production as well. Creative team can assist with that. That team consists of Josh Treecarton, who is conducting the webinar today, and Tasia Peterson as well as our graphic design person. So very talented individuals. Would love to assist you in any way that they can. Also want to just touch base quickly with our insurance email newsletter service. So again, that would the creative team would assist you with that, because you can see on the screen 86% of internet users age 65 and older use email. So this could be a great way to reach out to those senior clients and prospects, anywhere from website lead forms, client management tools, and that service is on a 30-day trial that you can do with us. So if you're interested in the email newsletter service, reach out to us here at 800-255-5055, and the creative team can help you get that going. And again, 30-day free trial, little skin in the game there. So why not give it a shot? I want to talk a little bit about our IMS Life and Annuity Academy. We just held our first one of the year, May 17th through the 19th. Great time of training. We exchange lots of sales ideas, just kind of the latest trends in the industry on the life and annuity side. Of course, there were conversations surrounding the DOL ruling, and just lots of good information, really, in fellowship there. So if you have any interest in attending our industry recognized Life and Annuity Academy, there will be two opportunities, one in September and November of this year, to attend. Would love to just kind of gauge some interest, and don't want to fail to mention that our Life and Annuity Academy is fully sponsored by us, meaning we take care of your airfare, your meals, your lodging while we're there. So you just sit back, kind of get poured into, and you're able to go back to your individual practices refreshed and ready to go. So I'll launch a quick poll here, again, just to gauge some interest on whether you'd like to attend the Life and Annuity Academy here in September or November. Just click yes or no. Get that poll launched, and leave it open here for a couple seconds. Okay, just 2 more seconds here, and I'll get that closed out. All right, thank you all for your responses there. We will be reaching out to those who expressed interest. Can't speak highly enough about our paperless contracting system. Just a huge time saver and efficiency practice. So you fill out one set of paperwork with us when you initially contract through us. And for the most part, and I would say probably 95% of our carriers, if you want to add additional carriers later on, you just simply give us a call, shoot us an email. I want XYZ carrier, and we take care of the rest. So again, just a huge time saver for you, and you don't have to worry about filling out tons of paperwork to get contracted with our individual carriers. We take that burden off your back and take care of that for you. So for more information on that, don't hesitate to reach out to us, 800-255-5055, and ask about our paperless contracting system. Always encourage our producers and prospective producers to visit our website. Just some great tools on there. Yeah, there's a term in GUL quoter on the life side of the business, annuity quotes as well. A library of our carrier forms. So if you're writing a case over the weekend and you can't get a hold of us to email you an application packet, simply log on to our website, go to the forms tab, and you're able to have access to pretty much all that you would need from new business to the service side as well. Just some great news, current annuity news, different industry links. So visit us on our website. It's open 24/7, www.imsinc.com. I want to highlight too, just a recent division that we launched here at Insurance Agency Marketing Services. That's our IMES Wealth Management Group. If you are a securities licensed individual, namely Series 65 advisor, we are able to assist you with that business as well. We are a registered investment advising firm, and we can assist you with building that side of your business too. And I think the best way to kind of explain that is we're looking for asset gatherers, and not maybe necessarily asset managers, those that are looking to kind of manage those accounts day to day. But we want to be able to really be a true back office to you, assist you with asset management. And again, as I mentioned on a previous slide, just kind of take that burden off your back and make the process a lot smoother for you, so you can provide better service and more attentiveness to your client base. So for more information on IMES Wealth Management, you can give those gentlemen a call at 888-255-7670. We have Mike Hansen and Charles Hiring Jr. In that department, and they are very eager to assist you. If you would like to learn more about IMES Wealth Management, I'm going to launch another real quick poll here, and I'll have those gentlemen get back to you. Again, they are eager to help. Okay, I'll get that closed out. All right, another great tool that we offer free to qualifying agents is our retirement analyzer software. That's more on the, of course, the annuity side, but just a great presentation piece that you can use with your clients. Just put, great, really, fact-finding tool to show a need. So you create lifelong client relationships, and develop a repeatable sales process that you can use with each client. So if you'd like more information on the Retirement Analyzer software, you can reach out to any of our annuity marketers at 800-255-5055. Just kind of here, almost in closing, I want to highlight our referred producer program and marketing reimbursement. On the referred producer side, if you, as a contractor producer with us, refer another producer and they just contract with us, they don't even have to submit business at that point, you get a $50 check just for the referral. When your referral does business, $100 out to you, and then thousands as we pay you 20 basis points on business written by your referral thereafter. So we have many of our producers that are taking advantage of that program and earning a nice little supplemental income based on referral business of other producers. We also have our great marketing reimbursement, where we pay $200 into a marketing reimbursement account for every $100,000 in premium that you submit, and out of that account we will then pay 50% of your business expenses. So whether that's lead purchasing or client appreciation dinners or lunches, anything of that nature, even if you're remodeling your office, anything related to your business, we can pay out of that marketing reimbursement account. Again, for every $100,000 in premium, $200 is submitted into that account, in which we pay 50% of those business expenses. Just want to thank you for bearing with us here in the early part of the webinar as we get some of our great programs communicated out to you. If you have any questions, I'd be more than happy to answer them for you. Again, my name is TJ, one of the Life Marketing Directors here at Insurance Agency Marketing Services. You can reach me at 1-800 255-5055. Just ask for TJ. I'm going to pass it over here to Josh Tricarton, and he's got some great information to share with you today. Thank you for your time.
Thank you, TJ. Okay. So today we're going to be talking about something I find very fascinating and something that I hope will encourage you to spur on some business. The whole goal here, at least from a creative team perspective, is to help you all get more leads. If you get more leads, you make more business, and if you make more business, then everybody's happy. But first, if you have a question at all during this, please do not hesitate to ask in the chat window, and I'll be able to answer some questions at the end here. So, but first, let's get started. So, just some key takeaways that I expect everybody to get out of this is which social media platforms should you focus? It's probably not the most ideal thing for individuals in our position to be on Instagram or other like Tumblr or things like that where the audience just isn't there. So I'll be going over that. I'll be going over how do we maximize our posts. It said that Twitter, just one tweet lasts between 20 to 30 seconds. That's the average impression time on that tweet. So we need to be able to post regularly, often, and make sure that every single post that we send out is relatable to our potential future clients. And of course, in what ways can we increase our ROI? Because if we're not making money off of social media, then there's really no point of investing time into it or other resources. So, let's start with one of the biggest secrets of social media, or really even any marketing program. There is no one size fits all. Every single one of you that are in attendance today will have a different, a separate, a unique social media strategy. That means unique platforms and tools, unique audiences, unique messaging, unique engagements, and unique call to actions. Every single one of your posts will resemble differently. If you are stationed in Alabama versus Seattle, you're going to have various different audiences that you're calling out to, and they're going to respond to different messaging, to different platforms, to different call to actions. So, which social media platform should you focus? So one of the first tips is stay specific. Don't spread yourself too thin. It's like I said before, there's a lot of platforms out there that you can waste a lot of time on that will not help you. So the key is to get on the right platforms. A trick is to be where your audience is. If your audience isn't there, then you're just talking to a brick wall, and it's not going to help anybody. So you need to know where your audience is and speak to them where they're at. And use various tools to enhance your impact. It can be very difficult to be on social media if you don't have the right tools to save your time and to really utilize whatever social media platform you want to use. So let's dive into these a little bit more. So to stay specific, there's like I keep mentioning, there's tons of different social media platforms. I believe the Wikipedia page for different social media platforms has like over 50 different popular social medias. Some are invite only, some have age restrictions, some are even country specific. I think there's one for Sweden that you can only be a part of their social media platform if you're a resident of Sweden or other countries. So what I suggest is you stick primarily to Facebook. That's where most people are, especially in our age range. 65 and older, they love Facebook. They love seeing their grandkids' pictures. They love being on there. So that's really one of the key platforms. Another is Twitter. It might be a little surprising, but there's a lot of engagement, a lot of communication on Twitter. People love to talk. People love to ask questions. People love to engage. And that's kind of what we want to do as agents. And lastly, LinkedIn. There might be some of you listening in today that might be able to do most of their business through LinkedIn. I've seen some stats where an agent will get 50% of their leads from seminars, 25% of their leads from emails, and then the other 25% from LinkedIn. So it can be a very generous tool if used appropriately and if you spend the right time for it. So let's continue on. We need to be where our audience is. If our audience isn't on Facebook for some reason, then we shouldn't be on Facebook. If they're not on Twitter, we shouldn't be on Twitter. If they're not on LinkedIn, we shouldn't be on LinkedIn. If they're not on social media, then maybe social media is not the best use of your time. If you see that they're all on the beach all the time, they could care less about the internet, then maybe seminars would be better. Maybe strictly email marketing, maybe mailers would be better. But if they're on a platform, you should be reaching them. We all need to be using social media metrics. So there's different analytical tools. Facebook has some built-in tools. Twitter has some built-in tools. You need to be seeing when your audience is online, what they respond to, and where they're at. If most of my audience checks LinkedIn at 10 o'clock in the morning, right, and when they're starting to get off of their morning coffee, then that's when I need to be posting. And you can schedule posts, which I'll get into that in a little bit. So you don't need to be spending your waking morning hours just waiting till 10 o'clock to post. And it's really growing your audience on these platforms is key. And there's a lot of word of mouth, but you can also use ads. Utilizing Facebook ads, Twitter ads can really help you reach audiences that you didn't know that you could reach. You can specifically target specific zip codes, age groups, demographics. I believe on Facebook, if you really get into it, you can even do it by how much money they're making, just kind of a full gambit you can go on. So what are some good tools? There's very many tools. Some of the scheduling tools I like are Hootsuite, Buffer, Sprout Social. These are, especially, I really like Buffer. So you can schedule out your whole week of social media posts if you want. For automated workflow, you can use BuzzSumo, IFTTT, or Zapier. IFTTT is really simple. It stands for if this then that, and the purpose of these is if, like, let's say somebody follows you, it will send an automatic response back to them saying, thanks for following, please reach out to me at this number. So there's a lot of cool things that you can do with that, and it can go beyond just social media as well. You can integrate it into your CRM, into your email marketing campaigns, into your website. So it's an open world for automation tools. And then also you need to be tracking your impact. Google Analytics are the most popular form of tracking your impact. It can be a little daunting. It can be a little tricky to find out what exactly you're doing. But it's also the most useful. Clout is very generic. It's very simple. You just sign in, and you sign in with all of your social media accounts, and it will give you a score on kind of what your social media rating is across the board. So that's kind of more of a basic parameter to see how you're doing. And then Social Bro, I've mainly used it for Twitter to kind of see when the best time to tweet is. Kind of Buffer does that automatically for you, but Social Bro can tell you which of your followers are following you back, which ones are interacting with you. It can just really help you out. So let's move on to how do we maximize our posts? Because if we don't maximize our posts, then we don't want to be preaching to the choir. We want to really make each post relevant. If I say something obnoxiously generic about annuities and it just gets lost in the shuffle, if I see the same thing over and over again, I'm not going to be clicking on anything, interacting with anything. We need to be making it so that whoever sees our posts want to interact with us. So we need to be as specific as we can be. Being generic, being vague is not going to help. It needs to be kind of like a face-to-face conversation. If you met somebody at a coffee shop, what would you do? And even on social media, you can make real-life connections. If somebody is continuously commenting on your Facebook posts if they keep liking things. Maybe uh, reaching out to them personally with a direct message. It just depends on, it's totally situational, based on your comfort level and how well you think you know the other individual. And the goal is to get leads. And making real life connections is one way of getting those leads. So how do we make each post relevant? Utilize imagery and video. It needs to be as eye-catching as possible. Um, Utilizing pictures, I cannot understate this, will help you out more than you'll ever know. Um, that's every single news outlet, New York Times, Washington Post, they all use images with their posts, especially for news stories. It's almost it's a guarantee that you will get more interaction if you use imagery or video. Offer sweepstakes. Other things, answer top questions, exclusive advice. Give them a reason to interact with you. If I post something on Facebook like if you click on this post, you get to come to my free seminar. Or if you respond to this survey on Twitter, then you'll get a free marketing advice or free advisor advice. So it's just trying to get those interactions, spur the engagement, try to be kind of helpful to your audience. And this is kind of a trick. Recycle high performing posts. If you see a post that continues to do that continues to do well, repost it. It's usually a good idea to wait 2 to 3 weeks before you post again, just so that the audience doesn't see the same thing over and over and over again. But like I said before, average tweet lasts 30 seconds tops. I believe Facebook's around the same. So even if you tweet one tweet at 10 o'clock in the morning and you do the same exact thing at 10 o'clock at night, there might be completely different people that view the post, and it can help you out that way. So you need to be, like I've stated before, you need to be as specific as possible. Avoid vague and personal messaging. Tailor each post for the individual. Just imagine that you're at a coffee table with somebody, you're in their house, you're speaking with them personally. Um, this is not a big broadcast for you to utilize. It's more individual, and you need to keep the platform's audience in mind. If you have younger individuals on Facebook and older individuals on LinkedIn, then you need to tailor different messaging for those audiences. It needs to be very specific. There needs to be a lot of thought that goes into this. You need to be making real life connections. This is social media is social. You need to be making one-on-one connections, one-on-one experiences. You need to keep your end goal in mind. You need to keep in mind that you want to get these individuals eventually face to face. You don't want them to stay on Facebook liking your posts. You want them to be writing business with you. You want them to become your client. You want them to help you write a $300,000 annuity. You want them to really make you money. Essentially, that's why we're spending time with business social media accounts. So you need to keep that in mind, and don't be afraid to reach out. If you have one individual that keeps responding to your tweets or something like that, or on LinkedIn, if you see a whole bunch of individuals on post boards asking the same exact questions over and over again, you need to be responsive for them. So in what ways can you increase your ROI? You need to be engaged in your niche. You need to host chats, events, and broadcasts, and join and participate in groups and discussions. So how do you become engaged in your niche? Social media is a communications tool. It's not a billboard or Google ad, like I've already stated. It's almost like you're texting somebody personally. You need to treat it like that. You need to respond to comments relating to your specialized areas. If you Google or if you search for annuity questions in Facebook or a specific product, you may be able to find some individuals asking broadly, hey, can somebody help me with this? Those could be potential leads that could fall right into your lap. You also need to curate relevant content from opinion and thought leaders. If somebody that's very valued nearby that holds a lot of weight, you should be um, saying something about that. If they have a quote that's very insightful, that's very helpful for your audience, you should be utilizing that. So, hosting chats, events, broadcasts, you're the expert. You need to engage in opportunities to show it. You need to prove to your audience that you know what you're doing. So one way to do this is hosting live events on appropriate networks to engage audience. On Facebook, you can do Facebook Live. On Twitter, you can host Twitter chats. You can join Twitter chats. I would highly suggest if you want to get into the Twitter game to really utilize that aspect. On LinkedIn, you can join groups. You can just do a whole host of things. You can use webinars. You can start doing blogs. I know some individuals that their entire business comes from blogging, especially in the annuity sector. People want more information. They want to learn what to do with their money. They want to know how they can be financially secure in the future for their retirement. So you need to get your voice out there. You need to um, really just be insightful. So one way to do this, one way specifically to join and participate in groups is to go undercover. Some of you may have heard of the 3-to-1 golden ratio. So this can be really utilized in LinkedIn groups. If you're not on LinkedIn, you should be on LinkedIn. Everybody should be on LinkedIn if you're a professional. But one of the key things about LinkedIn is that there's LinkedIn groups. So there's an annuity group, there could be retirement groups, but one of the key things is when you do post things in the groups, you don't want to be salesy. You don't want to look like you're marketing your business. You need to curate content, like I spoke of earlier. You need to post insightful information coming from third-party sources, from things that aren't coming specifically from you. You need to appear that you want to help individuals in the groups and not just going for the sale. You basically want to be a wolf in sheep's clothing. You want to get those leads, but you don't want to scare anybody away or make anybody angry at you for marketing to them. So um, even in these groups, you need to be looking for individuals asking questions and respond with relevant answers. If I see somebody asking about, hey, how do I go about with an annuity? Just responding with, I have an answer, call me at XYZ. That's not going to help. Um, if you can post something about leading them to your blog post, or try to start a conversation, that's really the direction that you need to be going. Give more than you take. I cannot stress this enough. You need to be actually helpful. Social media is like I keep stating, it's social. It's not really for the marketer, but we can utilize it in such a way that we can be interacting with other individuals online and really help them. So one last bonus tip, I want to stress this even more. Social media is social. You need to be telling your story. You need to know your story. People are following you because of what you're saying, who you are. It's a personal connection. People interact with emotion, with feelings, and one of the key ways to enact that is by telling your story. You need to know your elevator pitch. You need to know your message. If you can summarize your entire business in 30 seconds with somebody in an elevator, you should also practice being able to do that exact same thing, but in 140 characters on Twitter. Be able to concise your message and be able to really speak to your audience in a delicate, accurate, precise way. And keep in mind, these are real people. Um, these aren't just trolls on the internet. These aren't just bots. You're as real as the other people that you're trying to interact with. It's very easy online to just see these individuals as marketing dollars, to see them as individuals that are just there to make you money. But these are real people with real lives, with with real wants and needs. So that's kind of one of the key aspects. So thank you for joining today. Um, Again, if you want to reach out, you can contact me at josh@imzinc.com. I encourage all of you to connect with me on LinkedIn. If you have any further questions, if you want any more information, even just Google my name and the first link will be my LinkedIn page. And if you have any other generic questions, you can call us at 800-255-5055 or email us at contact@IMSInc. I'm going to do one last poll. So if you would like more information on what IMS Creative offers and what we can do for you, just let us know and we'll get back to you. We provide um, helpful tips, tricks with social media, with email marketing, we can help you decide which CRM to get. We can help you build a website if you don't have a website yet. If you have no idea where to get started, we can help you with a logo, with letterhead, with um, business cards, with if you want to do some mailers, or if you want to start a newsletter, or you just want some flyer handouts that you can give out at church or something like that to possible clients. We can help you with the full gambit. Just I do encourage all of you to contact us, to call us in, to ask us questions, and we'd love to help you. Um, so that's about it for today. And I want to thank you for your time. Thank you for your patience. And again, if you have any questions, um, feel free to reach out to me at my email at josh@imzinc.com, or feel free to connect with me on LinkedIn. I more than welcome it. Thank you, and have a great day.